being on some chill. We go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills.
Hey guys, 2D17 Sniping here, back out in another video, and we are back today, guys, sniping diamonds with 130,000 MT. You guys will not believe this is one of the best MyTeam snipe videos you'll see ever on YouTube, man. We're strolling over, and we see the new 97 Diamond Lebron for 100k MT. We are able to pick him up, guys. Insane snipe. Hope you enjoy the video. So in now 4 days, guys, I made well over 325,000 MT, which is absolutely insane. Is the new patch, guys. These Overdrive packs are literally overdriving the game. They are insanely good. Using these packs to your advantage in a different way, and that is with sniping. So as you guys know, these players are going for a lot of MT right now. If you go to the Ruby Overdrive, you guys can see, if we put in 500 minimum, maximum 1600, you can see that these, sorry, let me go back. Don't do Western. That's Matt Barnes, only one not worth anything, so don't put Western, put Eastern in. And as you can see, you have the Frank here, who's selling for about a solid grand, so not too much, but if you see him for 500, buy him. And you're like, well, 2K19, why are you telling us that snipe if, you know, that's not that great a profit? It's because these guys come up a lot for 500 MT, a lot, and they add up fast. You get 10 of them, you're at 5,000 MT right there really fast. But the main reason why we're using this filter is not for the Frank card, but for the other cards in this. And as you guys can see, if we stroll over, so we have John Collins, so you buy him for about a grand, and then Chris Dunn you want to buy for a grand. But then the best card is the Jonathan Isaac, which is about 4 grand if you buy him for 2 grand. Now this filter is really good, guys. I'm going to show you guys some snipes I got in a little bit later in the video, and you'll see how they come up constantly, and it's really crazy, guys, how it works and how that goes. And the next thing I know you guys all have been wanting to hear is about the weekly challenges. So we have the amazing Ruby Michael Jordan reward, which is an amazing card. Now to do this, these challenges are pretty hard. I'll do a a video on how to complete these challenges coming up here pretty soon when I eventually do them. But the main thing here, and nobody knows about, are these secret filters right now. There are guys that are making hundreds of thousands of MT just by sniping these guys. Ron Harper, Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, Steve Kerr, and any Bulls cards. Now, these cards are going up like crazy in price. So if we go and look right now in the market, you're going to see Ruby Dennis Rodman is selling for a solid 23,000 MT. If you look at the Steve Kerrs, you got the Emerald one selling for 7,500. You have the Gold one selling for 6,700. All you have to do, guys, it's the same thing, but a little bit easier. Stroll over to the 4-hour mark and see if you see any cheap ones and buy them right away. So remember, do that for these players. The players are Ron Harper, Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, Steve Kerr, Michael Jordan, and Bulls players. Snipe those players, guys. That is an amazing filter to do right there. Now, if you're like, well, I want to get diamonds like you. If you have enough MT to do that, honestly, this is all the filter. You diamond, minimum buyout 500, and you stroll over to that 4-hour mark, and it's pretty obvious to know which ones there are. The LeBron, the Westbrook, Durant, all those type of guys. I'll do a video on that too, which ones to buy. Those are the ones you want to try to buy. You stroll over to this 4-hour mark, and you see if there's any that you want to buy. Alright guys, now just to prove to you about this filter, as you see we did a John Collins for a grand. I'm showing you guys how this filter really works. This was insane. This is the day the patch came out. I get him for 1,000. I come back, search again, and there's another one for 1,000. I'm like, man, this is a really good filter right now. So I keep searching, nothing, and these going to come up, and we stroll over to the 4-hour mark again, and there is a third John Collins waiting for us. Now, at the time, guys, he's only worth about 1,800 now, but I was able to sell him for a good 3 grand back then. So I stroll over one more time for a 4th time, guys, and as you see, we did another John Collins. If you think this is fake, man, look at my MT. It keeps going down and down. Honestly, I did not believe this was happening. It was insane. I thought that was it, man. We stroll over, and as you guys see, there's nothing there, so I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but it was pretty insane. So, we want to keep doing this filter, man. Also, not only were we able to just pick up Collins, we got Isaac for 2,000, one of the rarest rubies in the game right now, something about 4 or 5K, so that was pretty insane. This was pretty awesome too. We already did a bunch of them. We did John Collins for 800, another John Collins for 800, We were able to miss this Tristan for 750. As you see, I was pretty slow. And then I'm like trying to decide if this was a good price. They were still going for $2 grand at the time. So I ended up coming back and copying these guys. So make sure you use this filter. As you see, I mean, we've already made like 10K from just the ones I showed you in that short time. And they come up really fast. I got like way more than that, guys. So you try to grind on that, you know, figure out that filter. I did this to a minimum one, and actually I was able to see a Jonathan Isaac for 1,200, which is super rare to see one that cheap. Ended up selling for 4 grand, which is pretty insane, guys. You just start to study the market, you know. Like, I accidentally did this. Don't buy Matt Barnes ever, you know. I told you guys that earlier. We did Jonathan Isaac for 1,400 there, so pretty insane. We got this earlier today, guys. A Morris Peterson Ruby Store for 9,000 MT, sold for 30 grand. Just wanted to throw that in there. You know, that filter still is awesome and hot right now as well. And sometimes you guys do miss one. I missed a Carmelo for 100K, guys. Just keep sniping. That's how I got the LeBron. And we ended up selling the LeBron for 251,000 MT, guys. It's pretty insane. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe and keep sniping.